serious right there, boy.
In almost every corner of the earth.
He's gonna hit the shock. Watch out.
Every moment of every day.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Cameras are rolling on the most heart-stopping.
Holy
Gut-wrenching.
Okay, stay calm, stay calm.
Awe-inspiring. Weather out there.
We don't really know how to react.
Look at that, dude.
So we wind up mesmerized.
You can't pull away.
This is reality TV.
You think you know your weather? Our team breaks down the science behind the storm.
You can see the water flowing into the vortex.
Inside the most shocking viral videos that will blow your mind. When a tornado strikes, it can hit with up to 600 times the force of an atomic bomb. And if you're in the way, it's always the wrong place and the wrong time.
There's power there, and it's amazing to watch.
Are you shooting that way?
I'm all over it.
November 2013. Central Illinois is on high alert as an EF4 tornado rips across the state, packing winds upwards of 190 miles an hour.
You see this thing coming towards you and you get transfixed. You almost can't move.
A father and his teenage daughter are home alone when they find themselves in the path of a tornado that's a shocking half-mile wide. The father turns on his cell phone to film as the tornado bears down on them.
There are about 16 minutes lead time with this particular tornado warning. As soon as you know where this is, you need to take shelter.
Tornadoes coming towards you, you want to get into the innermost portion of your home, away from those windows, surrounded by as many walls as you can.
All right, I gotta go. I'm coming, honey.
The father and daughter take cover in the basement with the cell phone still recording.
I hope somebody.
Trapped in the darkness, they can hear the tornado ripping through the house like a chainsaw. After 51 terrifying seconds, they head upstairs to see what awaits them.
Oh my. Our house is freaking destroyed, Josie.
In moments, everything you sort of worked for and built, it's gone.
Oh my God, Josie. The neighbors' houses are gone. Oh, damn, I hope nobody's hurt. Josie, we gotta get out of here outside where it's safe before the structure falls.
Their home is gone. Their street destroyed. But at least the father and daughter have survived.
These people were lucky to get out with their lives.
In less than an hour, the tornado cuts a nearly 50-mile path through suburban Illinois, killing 3 people and demolishing a staggering 1,000 homes. Halfway around the world, a Russian man is called into work at a local power station during a thunderstorm. His dash cam records the moment he backs up his car right into trouble.
You pull out, and you got a little rain in the windshield, you're about to back up, and you realize rain is going sideways. Next thing you know...
What kind of weather is this guy driving into? Out of nowhere, a monstrous EF3 tornado strikes with wind speeds upwards of 165 miles an hour.
Whoosh! I mean, the tornado basically passes right in front or just over the car, and you just like, wow. I mean, it's just incredible.
The driver has nowhere to go, so he makes a split-second decision to turn the car's broadside away from the fierce winds.
But you don't actually see the tornado structure because you're in it. So all you see is just clouds, debris, dust, and then whoosh, and it all goes away, and then it's just quiet again.
An EF3 tornado like this one is powerful enough to lift a small car off the ground. The driver's quick thinking to let the back end of his SUV take the hit may have prevented his car from flipping over and saved his life.
You should stay in the car, drive right to the first convenience store saying, I want a Powerball, I want a Mega Millions, I want all the scratchers you got, because this guy's lucky to be alive.
But how much do you really know about the destructive power of tornadoes? It takes as little as 4 seconds for a tornado to destroy a home. Winds blow over the roof, creating lift and openings. Air inflates the home like a balloon and pops off the roof. The wall closest to the tornado is pushed in, while the opposite wall blows out. And finally, exposed inner walls collapse. So what's the most dangerous place to be when a tornado strikes? 2 oil company workers are outside in a trailer park when a towering EF2 tornado heads right for them.
That is coming down, dude. We got swirling.
That was about as close as anybody would ever want to be to a tornado.
It's gonna hit the shock.
With no foundation and flimsy materials, a trailer is one of the worst places to ride out a tornado.
If that thing's coming right at your trailer, the trailer's gonna go.
Oh shoot, that is seriously gonna hit us.
This storm in particular had 120-mile-per-hour winds. It could pick up a trailer and just throw it.
The kind of decisions that have to be made here are gonna be made within 5, 10, maybe even a tenth of a second.
Look at that.
That's why forecasting is so important, because you need to know ahead of time that a tornado's going to develop in your general area.
Dude, where do we go?
You need to get out of town.
You're going to the truck.
The 2 men make a life and death decision. Leave the trailer, get in the truck.
Everybody's running.
Cars have airbags, side airbags. Make sure you keep the vehicle running, because that's what activates the airbags. You got a chance.
Oh, holy, it's heading right for us. I know. Gosh, dude, I'm not kidding. Get the keys in there. I don't want to be sitting here.
There's debris in the air. You could have a 2x4 from a house you never saw go through the window of your truck.
Look at that, dude. Look at that.
That condensation funnel, the cloud itself, is white up above, but the circulation's picking up all kinds of dirt around the typical moisture cloud in the center.
It's just sitting there. You can't tell what way it's going.
If you're watching a tornado and it seems like it's just sitting there, chances are it's moving directly towards you.
Oh, crap!
We're really bad at kind of the spatial recognition of these huge cloud formations, so your mind doesn't know what to do with it.
Look at this dirt. Holy crap. I'm running out the windows.
You've lost your light source because the clouds are so thick. Everything about that is dangerous.
There's no safe place to go. The tornado blocks their escape route. Luckily, the truck is spared a direct hit. But 9 people are injured, 1 critically, and 15 trailers nearby are destroyed. Coming up, a flash flood threatens to wash away 4 climbers.
You can get hypothermia and die pretty quickly.
And a blinding dust storm rips through a wedding ceremony. When Weather Gone Viral continues. Utah's Zion National Park. 4 canyoneers are out exploring in the late summer. But the forecast calls for rain, and these friends are about to find out just how fast rain turns to flash floods inside a slot canyon.
It's going to be funneled into those smaller areas. And if you're in an area that is dry typically, it can't absorb all of that water, and that's going to be even worse.
Calm down!
As the climbers rappel, raging waters almost sweep them off a 165-foot cliff. Trapped, they take refuge behind a boulder as the water pounds down on them.
Guys, keep us safe. I put a hedge of protection around us right now. Nothing will hit us. We will not drown. We will not be swept away.
Heavy downpours like this, you can have rainfall 2-3 inches an hour, and it's blinding rain.
It's no wonder flash floods are one of the leading weather-related killers in the U.S.
Being in water that is just below your body temperature by 20 degrees, you can get hypothermia and die pretty quickly.
Finally, they decide to make a move. Climbing across the current on broken branches, just praying they'll hold. Minutes later, they make it to the far side, lucky to be alive.
If you're in a situation where there is even a slight risk of a flash flood, you are putting yourself in extreme risk. Pay attention to the forecast. We're trying to help you. I see it.
Just 90 miles east in Utah, 6 hours after a heavy rain, storm chasers are in a dry creek downstream, waiting for the action.
Go, babe. Now, go!
This amazing phenomenon is called a debris flow, the leading edge of a flash flood.
It had all that time to pick up dirt and rocks and anything it could grasp, trees and branches, and to just continually carry it miles and miles away.
Floods kill more people each year than tornadoes, hurricanes, or lightning. Anyone caught in this debris flow would have almost no chance.
And the fact that they're even that close to it, trying to outrun it, trying to capture it on video, you need to get out of town.
Because lurking just behind that wall of debris is a torrent of floodwater just waiting to break out.
And all of a sudden the water comes in behind it, and that's where you get into trouble. That's where people die.
Dude, I've never seen that here.
That's gotta weigh more than a car.
That is power like you can't even imagine. It's so dangerous.
Flash floods can hit in a matter of seconds, and you want to make sure you get to higher ground as soon as possible because you couldn't outrun something like this.
From Utah to uncovering the natural wonders of Arizona, flash floods cut these stunning 120-foot deep corridors over thousands of years, smoothing away hard edges to form its curving shapes. There are no flash floods 8,000 feet up in early spring, but the terrain brings a whole different set of thrills and dangers. These extreme skiers are attempting to descend Alaska's Chilkat mountain range.
You're an adrenaline junkie going out there and landing on top of a mountain and having that fresh powder can be the most enticing thing in the world.
But heavy spring snow means the top layer is dense, posing a threat for slab avalanches. These occur when large sheets of snow break free from the mountainside.
And in a matter of seconds, this skier is in big, big trouble. You can actually see that slab avalanche begin as you see a crack in the snow. Now it's a matter of life and death here.
He's plummeting 1,500 feet downhill, likely over 70 miles an hour.
Which is an incredible speed and incredible distance. And the problem is, it obviously isn't just this light snow that he's falling on. There's got to be rocks underneath it.
The skier is trapped 4 feet below the surface.
That's got to be one of the scariest things, being buried alive. Oof.
You have snow in your nose and your throat. You barely can breathe, much less move.
The problem is asphyxiation. You're obviously breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. Well, there's a finite amount in that bubble. If it can't escape and you can't get fresh oxygen in, carbon dioxide's going to build up.
Fortunately, the skier is equipped with an avalung, a safety device that vents carbon dioxide from his breath away from his body. That extends his survival time when every second counts. After an agonizing 4 minutes and 28 seconds, he's rescued.
He actually lost his glove as he was buried by the snow, and his partners actually saw that glove. That was the only thing that allowed them to get to the spot to dig him out.
It's almost like heaven opens up to you and says, "You got one more chance."
Coming up, a touching proposal goes wrong.
I'm thinking, for the love of God, somebody get the ring.
And later, a winter weather horror show.
This kind of weather, all bets are off.
When Weather Gone Viral continues. An outdoor wedding means months of planning, getting every detail just right. And then it all comes down to the weather.
You're spending the entire week beforehand watching the Weather Channel.
And if Mother Nature decides to act out, your vows just might be seen around the world. A blinding sandstorm has just crashed this couple's Arizona wedding.
This is what it feels like to be sandblasted a little bit. It's painful. You have these little granules that are in these high winds and they're stinging you. You're seeing a couple being just absolutely engulfed by a haboob.
In the U.S., haboobs strike across the Southwest in the summer months.
Thunderstorm rains, they come down, they're very heavy, and they take all that dust and that dirt and they push it and they shove it, and you have this huge just cloud of dirt and dust and wind, and obviously it's not a good time for a wedding.
These giant walls of sand can reach 10,000 feet in height and travel more than 60 miles an hour.
When it haboobs on your wedding day, it's supposed to be good luck.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations, you may kiss the bride.
We should do a follow-up. Are these two still together?
In the year after surviving the storm, the happy couple gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. From sandstorm to rainstorm, Mother Nature is putting a damper on this wedding in Key Largo, Florida.
We see a young couple, her bridesmaids, his groomsmen, all part of this beachside ceremony.
Brian and Holly.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
If anyone has an objection, speak now, forever hold your peace. Well, someone spoke, and I made a bit of sign.
They're holding an umbrella. I mean, everything about that situation screams, no, don't do that.
You see the strike. It looks like it hits the water. It was extremely close, and they needed to be out of there ASAP.
You go inside and you stay inside for 30 minutes after you hear and see that last flash.
Not this wedding party. These guys double down on the risk. A swim in a lightning storm? A very unsafe idea.
I mean, that's the reason why we don't sit in the tub with blow dryers and things like that. It just baffles me that they would even think to do that.
Now here's a shocking question.
Interesting statistic. 80% of lightning fatalities happen to men. Now, I'm not saying it's because men are stubborn and refuse to cancel activities. Actually, I am saying that. I am totally saying that.
Sometimes your life changes in an instant. On Laguna Beach in California, a couple's big moment has arrived, and Mother Nature decides to get in on the action.
thinking, for the love of God, somebody get the ring. Like, hold on to the ring. Don't let that go.
How did the ring stay in the box? I would marry him just for that. Just for those skills, I would marry that guy. Listen, I'm gonna put it out there. If I ever get married, don't propose to me on a rock with waves around us. That's all I'm saying, please.
You're making me rethink things about an outdoor wedding at some point in my future. Maybe I'll just need to make those plans indoors like a smart meteorologist would do.
That's what this couple did. They said, "I do," inside a chapel. Coming up, on the road and in distress. And wiping out in a whiteout.
Watch out, watch out.
When Weather Gone Viral continues. A family driving home from a camping trip doesn't realize they're heading straight into disaster, just south of Idaho's Sawtooth Mountains.
Oh, look how close we are to it. We're gonna die! Okay, Matt, stay calm. Stay calm, Daddy's.
It's a race with a wildfire, and their 20-year-old RV doesn't have much acceleration.
Here it comes across the road on our side, too. Okay, stay calm. Stay calm. Okay, Matt, stop.
They're driving highway speeds, and it's getting closer and closer and closer. That fire's really moving.
Oh my, here it comes. Oh, you guys hang on, get buckled in.
It was just a wall of fire coming directly at the road.
Mike, here it comes onto the road, okay?
So it's not like they could take another road perpendicular to it and run away.
It's gonna catch that semi on fire right there. Oh, am I scared?
200 acres are now ablaze, with flames dangerously close to their RV. The entire road is covered with black smoke.
That is for real. Oh, we're trapped. We're trapped. Oh my God, I'm really scared.
The embers from the fire itself can jump over a road and continue to burn, and that's how a family can get trapped.
Okay, you guys. Indiana Jones! Indiana Jones, that is... Where are we going? I don't know, but just stay calm for Daddy, okay?
Dad makes a split-second decision to head off-road, driving away from the fire. It's a smart choice, and the best way to stay safe in a wildfire.
Look at us go in the synchro. We can go where nobody else can. All those cars are trapped in that fire. But we got the synchro and a four-wheel drive.
Man, Dad is so calm, just white-knuckled, trying to concentrate on driving and keeping the car away from the fire.
We'll go right across the train tracks. And we're just gonna pitch camp in the synchro somewhere safe. Maybe cut through here because they were on this side of the fence. Ready? Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. Hold on to your hat.
Even though wildfires may appear far away, on a windy day, the flames can move faster than 14 miles an hour and quickly engulf you.
Good luck and thank you. Thank you.
The family makes it out alive, thanks to the dad's quick thinking.
That was a little too close for comfort.
How much do you know about wildfires? Wildfires form pyrocumulus clouds that generate rain and spark new fires with lightning and downdrafts.
The wildfire itself can almost create its own environment and its own winds. And where those are going to go, you have no idea.
From fire to ice.
Oh no.
This was almost like a Hollywood movie.
What's amazing about this is not a major large-scale snowstorm.
50 miles east of Lake Michigan, sudden whiteout conditions disorient drivers, triggering a dangerous pileup on I-94.
Visibility can drop in a matter of seconds from several miles to only a few yards. And so it's like going into the teeth of literally a blizzard. If you see the visibility dropping, you need to adjust your speed immediately.
And with single-digit temperatures, roads are slick with black ice.
Your front-wheel drive, your rear-wheel drive, your all-wheel drive, doesn't matter. This kind of weather, all bets are off.
You can't do anything.
One after another, they just keep coming.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch yourself.
You have to probably triple or quadruple your stopping distance in this kind of weather. Once there's one accident, it's a chain reaction.
Get out of your vehicle, hurry up.
And as if the crashes aren't enough, now the real fireworks begin. Literally. A spark ignites a whole truckload of them, 44,000 pounds. A news cameraman at the scene narrowly escapes being injured.
I forgot about the camera. I dove into the ditch. I'm really grateful for the firefighter that crawled over to me and helped me get out to safety.
11 fire departments respond to the blaze that takes 3 hours to burn off. In all, more than 190 cars, trucks, and tractor trailers wipe out in this horrific chain reaction. 23 people are injured, 1 fatally. These dangerous conditions are caused by lake effect snow, which occurs when cold air moves over warmer lake waters, forming narrow bands of clouds that can produce heavy, dense snowfall, seemingly out of nowhere.
The sun is shining and not a flake is falling. And then you can get into something for 10 minutes where it's just a wall of snow.
High winds are whipping through a river valley in Australia's Yarra National Park. And for drivers, the stage is set for danger.
At that moment, it's just like, please, God, don't let a tree fall on my car.
And then...
boom, 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 boom. It's like you're being attacked by trees. And not to be hit, that's crazy.
Eucalyptus trees have shallow roots, but what these drivers don't know is that recent fires and rains have weakened them even further.
They're soaking up a lot of moisture. The tree's heavier now. The soil's a little bit looser. Any kind of wind's gonna knock them over.
It's easy to see why Australia's eucalyptus is nicknamed the Widowmaker.
The driver of this car knew something was gonna happen because it seems like he put the brakes on right away. But man, way to go on his part. He did a nice job not getting hit.
A driver is filming an accident scene while he waits for traffic to clear, when suddenly he realizes he may be in trouble. A semi-truck behind him hits black ice.
It goes right past him, misses him by millimeters, because there's just no friction, it's too slippery.
Black ice is extremely dangerous for drivers because it's difficult to spot. Despite the name, it's not actually black, but is rather a transparent, thin sheet of frozen water.
You look at that road and it just looks wet, right? And you're not going to know the difference between when you're moving out of the rain and then you've moved into a colder pocket and you're getting freezing rain on the road, and that is what leads to an incredibly slick situation.
It doesn't matter if it's an inch of ice or 1/100th of an inch of ice. It's still a frictionless environment.
Amazingly, both drivers survived this terrifying incident.
I hope that guy went home and hugged his family very tight that night.
Guess how many times this video was viewed online? The answer to this next question just may save your life. When you hit black ice, here's what to do.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel, but do not touch that gas.
And the best thing you can hope to do if you start skidding is to take your foot off the brake and turn with the skid.
Coming up, a powerful thunderstorm catches thousands of concert goers off guard.
You never think that something as bad as what's about to happen could possibly happen.
And later, the largest glacial collapse ever caught on film.
Holy, look at that big bird rolling.
when Weather Gone Viral continues. New York City. 2 million people line the streets for Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But when the winds start to gust more than 40 miles an hour, a giant balloon like Barney the Friendly Dinosaur turns into a 70-foot menace.
It's like holding an umbrella, and those winds, especially in the streets of New York, it's like a wind tunnel. Imagine trying to hold on to something that has 14,000 cubic feet of helium in it and is huge.
Wow. Trying to get that thing under control had to have been a very, very difficult feat for those folks.
Then, battered by a wind gust, Barney is impaled by a street lamp. The high winds cause other accidents that injure 4 parade spectators and lead to tighter parade safety guidelines. Now, when wind gusts reach 34 miles an hour, giant balloons are grounded.
What's most important is recognizing that this can happen again, and let's make sure it doesn't.
From the streets of Manhattan to a wharf in Santa Barbara, California. It's brunch time at this seaside restaurant, but a winter storm has kicked up some big waves.
Waves on the West Coast are a spectator sport, right? Winter storms are infamous for big waves.
Here it is. Here's the big one, baby.
There's a high surf advisory with a 6-foot tide and 12-foot swells.
Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, I love it they don't move. I'm like this, and it's like on camera, it's not gonna get me.
Holy sh**. Oh, it's a big one. That's a big one.
Man, that's a scary sight.
Duck. Time to go.
And they're bright. It's time to get out of there, because you just don't know if another one's gonna come through.
Fortunately, no one is cut by flying glass. Harbor Patrol shuts down the wharf because of the huge swells. But the next day, the restaurant is back in business. A few months later, just 100 miles away, it's almost game time in sunny Southern California.
This is just a great day. Everyone's getting pumped up for the Rose Bowl. I love football.
But the only thing kicking off right now is an unexpected and dangerous dust devil.
There's absolutely no way that you could forecast that. I mean, really just a freak event.
All of a sudden comes this huge dust devil, this dust swirl, kicking up winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, and just starts completely destroying everything in its path, quite honestly.
Dust devils occur primarily in dry regions and are almost invisible. But their swirling vortex behaves like a small tornado.
Dust devils are similar to their tornado cousins, but they're formed by 2 completely different processes. Like with a dust devil, you actually need a day like this. A bright sunny day, a lot of surface heating, and light to moderate winds.
That day, it was really cold, at least for Los Angeles. If you get really hot below really cold, that sort of helps to spawn off that circulation. That's what happened here.
4 people suffer minor injuries from the dust devil's debris. But do you know where dust devils can grow to astronomical sizes? This dust devil, measuring an astonishing half-mile high, was spotted on the planet Mars. Winds there can reach 60 miles per hour and create giant dust storms. It's just before 9 at the Indiana State Fair, and 12,000 country music fans are waiting eagerly for Sugarland to take the stage. They have no idea what's coming next.
You're out in this wide open area with nowhere to go, so you see these clouds and you're like, should I take cover? But Where should I take cover?
There was a big thunderstorm coming. It wasn't there yet, but it was minutes away.
That rain has come down and has generated some rain-cooled air that is then flowing out away from the thunderstorm.
What the storm is doing as it's marching toward the fairgrounds is the front of it is collapsing, and so this cold rush of air is coming out of it.
This rush of air moving ahead of a thunderstorm is called a gust front, and it can unleash winds of more than 100 miles an hour.
You never think that something as bad as what's about to happen could possibly happen.
The winds really kick in all of a sudden and start blowing horizontally against some of that canvas that was part of the staging, and basically turned it into a sail, and down it comes.
The 59-mile-an-hour winds have rocked the rigging, collapsing the entire structure on stagehands and fans. The tragedy takes 7 lives.
You don't have to have a tornado. You don't have to have a specifically named event in order to get tremendous damage that can cause harm.
The accident investigation found weak building codes for stage structures like the one that collapsed, and insufficient emergency plans for the fast-moving summer storm. Coming up, the biggest weather forces of all at work.
Picture Lower Manhattan just crumbling right in front of your eyes.
Stay up with the latest on all our shows, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Sounds like artillery. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be a big one.
In Alaska's Kenai Fjords National Park, tourists experience the shock and awe of a crumbling glacier.
When nature occurs, we don't really know how to react. So I think we wind up mesmerized.
There's an attraction to get as close as possible and get that video and be the one to see it all.
This breaking away of ice is called glacial calving.
This is a natural process. Glaciers every season will grow in the winter and shrink in the summer.
Oh, here you go, more.
That lovely shade of light blue is actually because that's older ice. All the oxygen is gone from that ice. And so because you don't have those similar air pockets, you're not reflecting the light in the same way.
And then it begins.
That's incredible. That is incredible. And then all of a sudden, somewhere in our brain, it's like, well, you know what? Maybe this isn't really the safest place to be.
The captain acts fast, turning the boat away from the onrushing wave.
That was a smart move by the captain of that boat to move once that ice fell in there. That probably saved that boat.
All right, that was great. It's starting, Adam, I think. Adam, it's starting.
Some 2,500 miles away, at a glacier in western Greenland, a film crew captures a piece of frozen history.
Look at that big bird rolling.
A mountainous chunk of ice breaks off from the Ilulissat Glacier and crashes into the sea.
It almost feels alive with the cracking and creaking of all the stresses of the glacier itself. Just an amazing, amazing piece of glacier that has broken off and worked its way down into these waters. It's like an avalanche that is coming down into the sea.
Picture Lower Manhattan just crumbling right in front of your eyes, except some of these glaciers are 2 to 3 times the biggest buildings in Lower Manhattan.
A staggering amount of ice, 3 miles long and a mile wide, fractures off the glacier. A massive swath. Gone.
Glaciers all over the planet are shrinking at an alarming rate, and this is, really worrying because it just shows how quickly this ice is melting and falling away.
Greenland is losing about 142 billion tons of ice per year, an astonishing rate.
In theory, that glacier should be about at the same point every December. It's not now. This is an example of the real world right now impacts of climate change.
Alaska's Peterson Glacier has retreated approximately 1 mile in over 100 years. These before and after photographs were taken at the same time of year over the past century by U.S. Geological Survey photographers. When it comes to big weather forces, the Great Plains see their share. Like the mightiest and most dangerous of all thunderstorms, the classic anvil-shaped monsters known as supercells.
It's like, you want to look at cool architecture? You don't have to go to Europe. Just go to the U.S. plains and check out like the supercell structures.
I have put my whole career into studying the atmosphere. So whenever something significant happens weather-wise, I want to see it firsthand. I want to feel it.
To see lightning like this, just rapid fire lightning, there's nothing more spectacular. It's like just a light show, fireworks.
The power, the beauty, the tranquility, the destruction, it's all the environment. And each piece is kind of the Earth's balancing act.
This is awesome. I love video like this. It really just shows how amazingly wonderful this planet really is.